everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, and I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank y'all in advance. But on this episode, as I rock out with my racing stripe beard, we are going to be tasting and reviewing a beer from Golden Road Brewing, and they are located in Los Angeles, California. So the beer we're reviewing, this is actually their first release of their Ride On series of beers. So let me grab the can. So this beer, this is their Ride On. This is their 10-hop hazy IPA. And if you haven't guessed it, well, this beer is a hazy IPA made with 10 different hops. This beer clocks in at 7.5% ABV, and it's got a relatively lower IBU considering all the hops that are in this can. The IBU is 30, and it's made with 10 hops, and those 10 hops are Amarillo, Cashmere, Centennial, Chinook, CTZ, Galaxy, Idaho 7, Motueka, Simcoe, and last but not least, Strata. So without further ado, let's pop the top on this 10 hop, and let's get our ride on. Ooh, I'm on a roll today. Here we go. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Yeah, all the jokes, I can barely open it. Oh, next to no smoke, but let's get a little pour here. And here we go, here we go. There. That looks like a big enough pour to ride on. Man, I am on a roll. But let's look at that color. Well, it's a hazy, but it's a rather light hazy. Yes, it is. It's a murky, light straw yellow and about 1.5 finger veil of pure white carbonation on top. 1.5 fingers, baby. 1.5 fingers. But let's give this a swirl and let's give it a nose and see what we have aroma-wise. Here we go. Right on. Well, there is some slight lemon. Some doughy notes. Some grassy notes, some hay, and one more nose here. Some slight peach and some very slight grapefruit. Aromas are a little thin here for being 10 hops, but one more swirl and let's give it a sippity sip. Here we go. Prost to the ride on, baby. Well, the flavors are a little thin too. I mean, there's 10 hops in here, and it's really thin. I mean, it is a light-bodied beer, so it is nice and light. I will give it that. The mouthfeel is light, but the aroma so far, really thin. Flavors, really thin. And what are we getting with those flavors? Some grassy notes and some hay notes. There is a little bit of lemon coming through.
It's thin.
Some slight peach. And, I mean, give me one more sip.
It's thin.
And the doughy notes, kind of crackery doughy notes, rounding it out. I mean, I gotta admit, with the amount of hops that are in this, 10 hops, now I'm thinking big, flavorful. This is really not. This is a little disappointing. Actually, I'm gonna say this is a lot disappointing. I mean, yes, it's light and refreshing. Sure, hot summer day. Okay, I can see that. But, I mean, it's just really lacking on the aromas. It's really lacking on the flavor profile. Like I said, especially with 10 hops. I'm not going to name it again, though. No, I'm not naming them. I did it. You have to rewind it if you want to see all the hops again. But let me give this one more sip, then I'm going to give it my rating. Yeah, I think on the pint-o-meter, I'm only going to give this beer a 3.5. I mean, I think it's really kind of misleading. Like I said, a lot of hops, very little flavor. Very little aromas. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I've already said all my issues with the beer. Maybe I don't know. I mean, maybe they need to boost up the amount of hops, not the 10 hops. Yeah, you just keep 10 hops. Maybe the amount of the actual hops that they're putting in there. I don't know. But I'm gonna stick with that. And yeah, I'm gonna take my final sip on this one. And I want to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubshaveapinted.com, or the blog, which is www.pubshaveapinted.blogspot.com. And with that, we will see you on the next episode. So raise that pint, cheers, prost, and enjoy!